If you feel like something is stopping you in your tracks at this time in your life, especially over the past 2, 3 weeks, but especially right now, especially if you're watching this around the Pisces Lunar Eclipse in 2026, embrace the feeling of being stopped. Embrace the signal that is being sent throughout your body, your organs, your neural pathways. Embrace it. All right, that physical halt, almost like you feel like you can't move forward on or with something right now that you may have had in mind, or that maybe something new has already transpired. An identity has, if you will, already shifted for you, and things feel raw, things feel tender because they're so new, like you've got new skin. Allow the stop, the halt that your body is signaling to you with that raw feeling, sensation, or even just thoughts of, I'm almost hearing like nothingness coming up, okay? Because, during an eclipse season anyway, there's not much of a doing in terms of physical action that needs to be taken, that is required. I think what I'm hearing is acquire also. Like you're meant to acquire information, acquire like a newfound capacity, and just the awareness that you are being gifted a newfound capacity physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, for perhaps I'm hearing from many of you what you have been manifesting for your 3D material reality in life. All right, going forward here. So, this is meant to be a time of, if you will, to simplify it, surrender. It's a time of surrender. And in all areas of your life, in all aspects of your life, okay? It's the Pisces lunar eclipse. It's clearing aspects from past lives, honey. I'm also hearing. And you might sense that even, all right? Even if you're not someone who is necessarily, or you wouldn't consider yourself, all right? Logically, perhaps, practically, perhaps speaking, someone who is really tapped in, tuned into spirituality like that. Or psychic senses or abilities, I'm hearing. Okay. So I feel that you sense that though. Piscean energy, especially because we're coming out of also a time where, the North Node was in Pisces, and Saturn, right? Out of Pisces for the rest of our lifetime, I believe. So this is going to be certainly linked to a clearing of ancestral, perhaps even for many of you, maternal, okay, ancestral side. So your mother's, side, that is being cleared generationally speaking, but that means it also connects to and pertains to past lives, okay? So embrace the halt that you sense, that you feel in your body, like maybe you can't complete something, or okay, that you've started or that you've had an idea on, or even if it was recent, the idea, you just can't quite maybe do it. And it's because you're acquiring information. The idea is information. And it's linking to something greater than maybe what you've even stormed up as the idea. All right. Which is likely to begin to be so clear to you in terms of the action steps, especially because we're, starting Virgo season around the beginning or mid of September. Okay. I'm looking at this pillow in front of me on this lounge chair out here, and it says ridiculously amazing. And I think that I know that I'm speaking to someone here that you have a sense that things are about to get ridiculously amazing, even if they seem and have been, or just simply are chaotic right now, or have been over the past month, okay? Especially if you've been experiencing what I said in my last video, the breakup blow up. There's been a lot of breakups. Eclipse season brings abrupt endings as well. And there's been a lot of breakups. I'm not just talking about romantic, I'm talking about breaking up with things that, experiences, connections, environments, habits that are just simply not serving your heart space. And this lunar eclipse in Pisces, especially, is echoing that. It's sending out an echo, that breakup that you initiated or that you've been embracing. It's sending out an echo into the ethers, the universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, honey. Because it's from your heart. You're signaling that you're receptive to the ridiculously amazing. Okay? You're ready to hold it. Remember, I was saying capacity, right? I was saying something about your capacity expanding and acquiring more space for your capacity, okay? In all areas of your life. Hmm. Don't seek and search for the something new, I'm hearing. Don't seek or search for the something new. Not in your career, not in your money, not in your relationship, your love life, you know, I'm hearing for some of you becoming a parent, okay? That could be relevant, here for some of you. That you've just become a parent or you're about to. Don't seek or search for, or scan too often for the something new, the thing that you're manifesting or the thing that you're just open to but you don't know what it is. Don't scan or seek for it. But also don't override or overlook it or downplay, the fact that it is happening. So, AKA, don't just be in the reality, of your current circumstances either. It's the liminal space. It's really an in between, all right? It's also part of why I haven't really been on here for the past 2 weeks, pretty much, sharing, recording, saying anything here, because there's not much to be said right now. there's an honoring of, as I stated at the beginning, the acquiring of information that's happening. And then there will be much to be said, I'm sure. For me, it's especially important because I channel, and I'm not just coming on here like clocking in, right? Like it's scheduled. I, put out what I receive through my open channel when I receive it and when I receive to put it out. So I think that, yeah, okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. This is what perhaps we as a collective, and I think especially as the feminine collective, are really acquiring that information right now of honing, I'm hearing the intuition, the natural, intuitive, and receptive channel that we are prior to the action, prior to the jumping on something right here in the physical. Or that it prior to it materializing here in the physical, okay? Yeah, this is very Piscean too. It's all about the intuition. It's all about the heart, the source, the unknown, the void of creation. I talk about this in one of my other Venus messages. I'll watch it after this. Because I was talking about that energy there in terms of the 12th house, in terms of Pisces, in terms of Neptune, which is, for being some confirmation, the ruler of Pisces. So, this kind of feels like an awkward FaceTime call now. So I'm going to tune out of this message. That is the channel message here, what I shared. And I'm looking forward to, I'm excited for, the information, and I'm honored to be acquiring this new information that I know will, I'm hearing the word coagulate into, words and be channeled through me, through those words, here to you very soon in another Venus message, okay? But there's such a new way too that I am, what's the word? Creating those messages even. As you probably have noticed, even in the last, I don't know, maybe 10 that I have shared. Different setting, right? Showing my face more here. And yeah. I'm going to I do have them in hand because I felt called to them when I came out here. I'm hearing 2. So one of each, perhaps, of these cards for this message here as it pertains to this Pisces Lunar Eclipse for you. And I'm sure it will very much connect to affirm, maybe expand on what I just said. But let me just sit and get them and share it with you. All right. So wow, you see what I mean? It's just like we're not getting a card, so there's an energy of not much to do. Let's try with this deck. We have the Two of Pentacles. Something is, as I said, it's balancing out here. I feel like there's a coagulation, again, that word is coming up, of the spirit, what's transpiring in and through with spirit first for now, and then materializing here, and then showing up in the material. There's an energy of celebration. It's gonna be something to celebrate. And I'm getting to that you can be in this celebratory frequency right now, very much so. This is also, again, it's very Piscean energy. It's this wish fulfillment and emotional fulfillment with the cups, water here. From, again, perhaps the breakup glow up, the separation, the cutting the cords with things of, generational habits, curses, if you will, and, relationships, environments, all of that you separated from, that you can celebrate now, even if the new hasn't replaced in the material those things yet, those habits yet, those people yet, those places, environments yet. Because, as I said, it's going to get ridiculously amazing. That's the energy here. One more. So you can rest. I'm hearing rest assured, all right? Rest assured. The quiet I'm hearing is so intentional right now. It's serving, okay? It really and truly is. That acquiring of information, especially as the feminine, just being receptive to what the universe, spirit, God, source is sending out and giving right now generously. It's all, I'm hearing also like it's God is, I'm hearing making things right now. That is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing the word makeup, okay? So it's like things are being made right now, especially if you have separated, cut the cords on those, things that I named that were just not serving you in terms of your emotional fulfillment, your heart space, and your feminine essence, if you will. All right, we talked about that before as well in terms of fifth house energy, your inner child, I'm sorry. your inner child. Okay? And what she imagined, what she envisioned for her life. You know, just allow, because I'm seeing strength at the bottom. Underneath is the Three of Wands. The ships are coming in, the expansion, the increase, the better, right? What is better is on its way in the material. And I split the deck to the Hanged Man. It's Pisces, all right? It's all about your perspective, actually, which the Hanged Man is all about. It's seeing it from a different perspective, right? What's occurring in your world right now, what you've had to let go of, or had to simply accept that it wanted to be let go of, right? Because things are balancing out. God is making things right in all areas and aspects of your life in a way that honors your heart, honors your inner child, that little girl who had such a clear vision and imagination of what she wanted to experience as an adult. All right? So feed her, nourish her right now. There's a lot of happiness expanded. I'm hearing especially in love, okay? Romantic partnership, family. I'm seeing children a lot. I'm seeing husband, wife, home, family, okay? That is about to get ridiculously amazing, ridiculously good, and better than you can have even imagined for yourself. Because that's just how good God is. That's just what happens when you signal that you're not settling. Okay? So that's the Venus message today. And I'll see you in the next one. If you need any support in terms of alignment sessions here, you feel like your subconscious in particular is needing that support to really anchor and integrate perhaps the information that you are acquiring, or that feeling that you have of stopping, what you've started, or just not starting it at all, or whatever it is, the information that you've been acquiring through your senses, through your intuition, as the feminine that you are, the void that you are, right? And you can utilize the resources in the description box below. Book a 15-minute Empire alignment session, which your Empire is entailing all areas and aspects of your life, your inner and external kingdom. All right? So, I'll see you in the next Venus message.